Well, greetings and welcome once again to ASN Training and Presentation. And just a moment, we're going to have our friend dismissed. She decided to come on the same time. Alexa, turn that off. She decided to come on the same time that we are coming on, and that will not work. I want to share with you today as we start a new platform of sharing here on the ASN online training and presentation. I want us to really get a chance to follow us on this particular segment. We're going to go over some things, probably repeating some of the things that we have already covered, but we're going to be systematically now as we start the new year and as we continue to share with you and to work with those of you that already have the ASN business. We want you to settle down. We want you to settle down, and we want you to just allow the business to grow. Just allow it to grow. And I want to start from the very beginning. But before I do that, I want to say to those of you that are getting us for the first time, maybe you're watching us now from YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook, whatever platform you're on, we want to welcome you. And we also want to say, if you don't have the ability to put your questions into a chat so that they come into the studio where I'm at, you can always go to Messenger and you can sign on to send me a message on Messenger, and I will get it in real time, and I will address that question that you have in regards to ASN. So those of you also that have the ASN business already, and you may be in my downline organization, if you want to come on the platform with me, there is a special link that I can send you, and you'll have the opportunity to do that. And that way you can join me here, and we can just bring you on the screen back and forth, and you can ask questions just like we do at Zoom. So that is for those that already have the ASN business. Now, we're not going to do it that way today, but in the upcoming broadcast, in the upcoming training, we are going to have that feature turn on, and I'll have the link so that I can send you the link, and you can come right on and still be able to watch the presentation, hear the presentation, and also have comments, interaction with us live. Okay, so also, in addition to those things, we also are going to have a number of these training and presentations that are fixed every Tuesday and every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. There will be training and presentation for ASN. Now, if you want to bring a guest along, you have the opportunity to do that as well. So just simply you make sure you have the right link, and then you can invite others to attend, others that you are looking to add them to your downline, and we'll do the work for you as far as just explaining, sharing, presenting the program. And also, one of the things that has been a negative in the past, and we need to correct it going forward, if you have the ASN business and there are people that is in your downline that have already signed up, then you should have them attending these webinars, training sessions. It's a tremendous load off of you, and it will be a tremendous benefit to both you and them for them to get into a systematic way of learning the business that they have. You're never going to maximize the benefit if you don't learn. And there's so much that you need to be made aware of, so much that you're going to understand just by fellowshipping with a community of people that are in the same business and are doing the same things that you are ascribing to do. So I'm going to encourage you to make sure now that you take advantage of these meetings. Now, we're going to get into the actual training and presentation today. And today I'm going to just kind of do an overview of some areas. But I like to start to make these facts a part of the training, and so that we know them. Because a lot of times when we come into a business, we hear a lot of things about it. We hear, that it's very successful. We hear that we are going to make all kinds of money. We hear that it's so easy. And many a times when we get into the business, we recognize that the majority of all of those things just wasn't true. They just wasn't the truth. And that has been the real negative and the thing that has soured many people about starting a home-based business, an online business. That's been the thing that have done that. However, now we need to know that some of those businesses, perhaps many of them, were very legitimate businesses, but the model that they had did not lend itself for you to make that kind of money in any short period of time. I mean, you had to be there, had to work for years and before you do that, and you had to make such large investments to do it, and you had to maintain the costs of operating those businesses. The thing that sets ASN apart in that category is that there is no investment. You don't make any financial investment, and you pay no monthly subscription fees, and you get some amazing benefits from the very first day that you sign up for ASN. And so while you're not going to get rich overnight, you're not going to be like you just hit the jackpot somewhere, but you don't have to worry about losing your money. Now, that should be comforting to you, because you don't have to worry about losing your money, and you don't have to worry about losing your business because you don't have the money to make the monthly payments to keep it. Because with ASN, there's no upfront costs and there's no monthly costs. So now, I just need to pause right there and allow you to think about what we just told you. You have no upfront costs and you have no monthly costs. Therefore, you can't lose any money. And the reason I'm emphasizing that for those of you that already have the business like myself is that you need to settle down and realize that you are always coming out ahead. You are. If you have this business, you are already ahead. Because there's no loss on your behalf. And I want to make another fact known is that ASN has built this whole business costing over $100,000 and then gave it to me and you totally free. Another fact is that ASN maintains every one of our businesses. They upgrade them, they add the products, they deal with all the customer services, they build all of the marketing and the advertising that is used. They build it right into our business so that we don't have to go outside of our business for nothing. ASN builds it, ASN maintains it, ASN pays for all of the services that is required to have them. And I don't pay any of those bills. And I get the benefit of all of them. Okay. So I want you to see these are some facts that sets ASN apart. And then another fact is that once you sign up for ASN, you can get free luxury vacations at resort properties from around the world that cost into the thousands of dollars for a week to stay at these 4- and 5-star resort properties. You get them for free. And you don't have to buy nothing to get them. You don't have to sell nothing to get them. You don't have to recruit anyone into your business to get them. See, and you get to choose whatever gift that you want. So let me just say that again. You get to try a free product. Let's assume, because I did it right here. You can go into your business and you could try this product for free. They will send you, the company will send you this product, but as soon as you put your information in to try this product and hit that click the button, they're going to take you to a page that has a list of free gifts, and you get to choose what gift you want. Now, I got this for free. I didn't pay for it. And then I went to the page and I chose a 7-night stay at a luxury resort hotel. And I didn't have to do anything, but it's not a timeshare. I mean, I just pack my bags and go. And when I get there, that room is $350 a night. And I'm talking about 7 nights. That's $2,450 for the room plus taxes. So now when I get there, I don't have to pay the $2,450. I just pay the taxes, and I've saved myself $2,450, and I have not sold one product. I have not bought one product. I have not sent out any advertisement. I have not recruited anybody into my business, and I'm already enjoying an enormous savings. Okay, so that's the benefit and the difference with ASN versus many businesses out there. And you get to have this type of business because not only can I do that, but as I sit here today in this training and this presentation, I can give every individual the same thing. And they don't have to buy anything. They don't have to recruit anybody. They don't have to be trying to refer people to my business in order to get it. This is an amazing business model. So I want you to see, because sometimes we get blind to the realities of truth and what our potential gain is, because we don't see that instant gratification and instant success. Okay, so I want you to understand that this is a business, and like all businesses now, you it's not that model that you hit it big today and then think that that's the end of it, or that's the way it's going to be all the time. Businesses, you have to get traction, and you have to be consistent and work it, and then allow it to grow. That's the nature of a business. If it's a real business, see, if it's a real business, you got to invest your time in it. You got to, if you have this model, well, all you got to do is give stuff away, and you'll make money just giving stuff away. They didn't say make money spending any money. They say you make money giving away, and we have built into your business model the ability for you to push buttons and give it away. You don't have to talk to anybody. I have 161 people in my back office, in my downline organization. 161. I haven't done anything in the last week. And of course, you might know that because you haven't seen me doing the programs. And for the last 3 weeks, I've just been kind of a little out of it. Other obligations that took me away, and then being sick for a couple of weeks too, and all those things combined. But guess what? I still have my business. I'm still making money because I've set it up in a way that if situations like that happen, I don't stop making money. My business is still running on autopilot. And for me to have this business and to have these benefits and not have had to buy any products, any service, recruit anybody, send out any advertisement, and to have the ability to give that to everyone I want to give it to, and make money just giving these vacations away, make money just giving away products, make money giving away a free online business. That's how you make money. Give it away, and any service that happens on that website that you gave away, you're going to get paid for it. Okay, so we're going to get into that later on. But I want you to see here what you have, because I want you to realize that most people throw the towel in. Now, I said they throw the towel in before they realize success. They get weary and they say, "Oh, it's not going to work. It's not good." And there is a piece of all of this that I know can be a discouragement and a setback for many. And that piece is from the time that you start until the time you get your first check. You're going to wait 3.5 months. Now, you may think that's a long time, and for some, it is. If I had my way about it, I would not do it for 3.5 months. I would not want to wait that long, and no one does, but that's what the system is built on, and it's not going to change. It's not going to change. It's not going to change because I don't like it. So what should we have in our mindset? Because the first thing you will hear when you tell people you got to wait 3.5, even if you had to go 4 months before you get a paycheck, the first thing they think is, "Oh no, I don't want to do that," or it can't be real, or that's why. And there's a lot of whys. But I want to go back a moment, step back a moment, And let's just replay all the things that I've said thus far in this session alone. 3.5 months come, you still haven't invested a dime. You still have not had to pay for nothing. You still don't pay any monthly fees. 3.5 months from now, you could have gotten 10 free gifts or 25 free gifts. You could have gotten 50 free gifts, and they could have been valued at thousands of dollars. See? And you're not spending no money. So you're building the base foundation for a business that's going to last for generations to come. So now, what are you expecting? Are you expecting a popcorn effect? Now you put the popcorn in there and put it under fire, and all that little kernel is there, and all of a sudden it pops into a popcorn, and they start pop. That's the kind of, if you have that mindset, you're not going to last. You won't make it that way. So I want to encourage you to that you realize that you are making money and you're getting value for nothing. That's what I want you to remember. 3.5 months from the day that you start, you still will not have spent any money, and you will have gotten value that have saved you hundreds of dollars and have given away to you thousands of gifts, thousands of dollars worth of gifts. And you could use that same method in giving those gifts to people that you desire to be a part of your business. So I want you to realize that you have really the upper hand here. Asn is saying, look, we don't want your money. Put your wallet up and just give us a little bit of your time. And if you'll do that and be consistent with it, then we know what the storyline is going to be. We know that you're going to really make a good income with your ASN business. Now, let me ask if you have any questions. Again, you can put them in the comment section. If you're not able to do that, just go to Messenger and throw them into Messenger, and I will be able to see them in real time, and we will answer them as a part of our session here. Now, let's go to the home page. If you have your ASN business, I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen, and I'm really hoping that I get all of this right this time, but we're going to make an attempt to share the screen here. And we're going to do the entire screen so that we can go from tab to tab. Now, in this, we're going to go to our ASN homepage. So I'm going to bring up now our homepage, and you should be seeing it momentarily in your screen. Now, all of the ASN sites are the same, with the exception of those individuals that purchase their own customized domain name. If you got your own domain name, that means up here in the browser, you would have something else typed in here in order to get to your site. So if you have your own custom domain name, for instance, my custom-made domain name is freeglobalopportunity.com. I bought that domain name, so it's now mine. So when someone types in freeglobalopportunity.com, they're going to come to this page. And instead of having all of this writing here, it's going to have freeglobalopportunity.com. Now, when I got the domain name, when you get your own custom domain name, you get a chance to choose what page you want your site to open up on. I chose a different page. So when you type in my custom domain name, you won't come to this page. But everyone that doesn't have that, the general population, your site is going to open up right here to your home page. So I'm going to go through some of the areas on your home page right now. Some of you may already know this and be well beyond it, but I'm going to do it because we're starting a new platform and we want to just reiterate it so that it'll make us all better. Over on the right top corner, you'll see my name, Jerome Jones. You'll also see next, member login, lost password. So if you lose your password, you just click here and they will send you your password instantly to your email address. This is the members login. It's where you would go to view your personal information as well as your downline. We're going to go into the members login in a moment. Then we have next the point confirmation. You need to know how to work this page right here because this is where you put your payroll, what you're going to get paid for. For instance, if you take a free service or a free product, you earn points, and those points have to be logged or posted right here where it says point confirmation. Okay, so we'll show you how to do that. We'll talk more about that. Now we have the ASN, make ASN your home page. If you click here, it's going to tell you how to set your laptop up so that every time you open your laptop, this will be the first page you see. Okay, so you want to do that. Then the next line is the incredible marketing tools. And you can click right here and you can go to all of the different tools that they have already built into your business that you can use. Then the next line is the frequent asked questions and support. You need to get very familiar with this page right here, seeing that it is going to help you by answering pretty much every question you have. ASN has been around for over 2 decades. It operates all over the world. There are people that have already had the questions that you and I have. They already have asked them and they've already gotten the answers. And there's so many that have asked that same question to ASN, put the question here and put the answer there so that instead of you having to wait 48 hours to get an answer from the support team, you can just check out the FAQs and get your questions answered. And for you that are just starting out, don't wait to start looking at the FAQ and support. 2 of these immediately you need to be on. The members area, you need to get on the members login, get familiar with that. And you need to get familiar with the frequent asked questions and support. And you'll find that here. So just before I go and click on these, I'm going to go ahead and cover this top row, this top section. When you come to your homepage, you see these popular sites like Google, YouTube, Yahoo, and Twitter. And then you see popular social sites, and you have a whole row of them here. These sites are pointed directly to your social media website. If I click on this, it's going to open up on my Twitter account. If I click on LinkedIn, it's going to open up on my LinkedIn account. On Facebook, it's going to open up on my Facebook account, and any other of these that I have an accounts with. It automatically goes there. And that's the beauty of this, because your whole job is to do three things. And those three things is, first, use ASN for your own products and services. In other words, whatever products you are buying, whatever services that you are using, do it from your own ASN business. That's number one. If I talk to business owners and they have not implemented that procedure, then I immediately know that they are not following the business model that guarantees that they will make income. They're just not following it. They're still spending money, but they're not spending money from their own store. So that's the first thing, guys. You don't need a rocket science degree to understand that. No one has to spend hours and hours and hours trying to get you to understand that. It's simple. You're going to buy grocery, buy those grocery from your own store. Okay? Don't go in and take that money that you're spending and shop at someone else's store when you have that same store with the same products and can get a better deal and get a free vacation and get a paycheck. Don't do that. Okay, that's number one. If you do the right thing there, then you will be making an income while you're saving money, and you'll be getting free gifts all along the way. Therefore, there is no one that can stop you from making money with ASN but you. There is no one that can determine how much money you make with ASN but you. Now, just think about all the money you spent last month, and then ask yourself, where did you spend it at? Because if you spent your monies anywhere other than your own business stores, then you took a loss. You took a serious loss. Okay, so you have to realize that the model is simple. The number one, the first pillar in the success formula is use ASN for your own personal shopping of products and services. If you do that, then you be telling me that you got a paycheck coming or several paychecks coming. Okay, so the second model is where these social media sites come in at. Because the second pillar, rather, in the success formula is share your website with others. Share the services with others. Share products with others. So how are you going to do that? Because ASN say you don't need to talk to anybody. Now, let me stress this here point while we're here. One of the things that you don't want to do, you don't want to engage in a conversation where you're trying to explain ASN to a new prospect. You don't want to do that. The more you do that, the more likely you fail and lose that potential customer. And the reason is because you don't know enough about it to be able to communicate it in a way that is assuring to the person you're trying to communicate it to. ASN is quite aware of that. And the second point is there's so much here. There's over 100 pages. And you see how many links that is on this page? Well, it's that many on the other pages too. And so you don't know enough about it, and it's too much here. And you cannot explain effectively all of these different businesses and all of these different services that you're providing. So ASN said, don't try to share ASN with people by explaining to them what ASN is all about. But instead of doing that, send them your website sign up link. That's all. Send them your website sign up link. If you will do that, your site will do the rest. Now, you may feel like that's not enough. I know that's the way some of you that have the business now feel like that's not going to get me nowhere. Just doing that is just not going to get it. I got to try to tell people about it. I got to try to sell it to them. Got to be very persuasive. And ASN said, you're making a big mistake. And I'm telling you, you're making a big mistake too. Because as much as I do these training sessions, as much as I get on my website business and look into it, there's so much of it still that I don't know anything about, that I have not even seen. So I can't explain it because I haven't even seen it. So when ASN said you don't have to talk to anybody, they mean it. When they said don't try to explain it, they mean it. If you want to be successful now, if you want to be successful in the shortest period of time, don't you try to be the one to explain it to people, okay? Now, the other thing that I wanted to point out here, we talked about this whole line of social media sites. Now, that concludes this section right here. And so you can go back through this as often as you need. I'm going to click on two of these links or three of them. First, we're going to visit the members area. So let's just go there by clicking it. And it'll bring you to this page. And once you're here, you'll see on the left-hand side at the top, this area where you can edit your information. That means you can come in here and you can edit your web page and personal information. Then you can come to the viewing of your downline, which means you can view your current downline report. So I'm going to click that because that's a good thing that we need to look at. So let's go to, once we click this link, it brings us to a page that says, get your downline report here. And you'll always see your identification number. And then underneath it says build the report. So we're going to build it, and there it is. Once you click that link, it'll deliver your report, and you'll see that it's got my information up here, who's the report up for, and then it's got my upline members here. And I have 10 upline members because ASN pays us on 10 levels, and each level has an upline. Okay. And I wanted to just say this about this. All 10 of these, out of these 10, 2 of them started in 2009. All the other 8 started back in 2005. So that tells us that these upline members of mine have been with ASN 15, 20 years. So you got to understand what that means. What does that say about the profitability of ASN? They didn't just get in for 6 months and decide, oh no, this doesn't work, let me go. No. They've been here for 15 to 20 years. They're making thousands of dollars now every month. But they had to go through the same thing that you and I are going through. It didn't change for them. So you've got to understand that if you want success now, what better way to have the opportunity to get success without spending any money? So don't get anxiety because there's some hiccups along the way, or you have to wait, or you're not the one that's vested all the money in this. If anybody should have a position like that, it should be the one that has invested all of their money and trusting you to work the program so that they can make that money back. Okay, so keep that in mind. But I want you to see, again, I have 161 members over 4 levels. And I need to stress again, I didn't get these members in here because I tried to persuade them in a conversation and explain to them what the whole ASN thing is about. No, I let them go to my link, and they got to that link. That link told them a snippet of what the program was about. It piqued their interest. They signed in, and now once they signed in, then I started to engage with some of them. So that's the way that you need to do that, because now I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting their time. And they have taken the initial action because they saw something that piqued their interest without me trying to pressure them to just make a decision. You'll be a lot better. And now these people will never lose their business. Once they sign up, their business is theirs. And if they don't do nothing for 6 months or a year, they still own the business, and they can decide one day, let me go to work. Let me just work the plan, and they're going to make money. So I just love the model that we've been given here. I really love this model because sometimes people get sick and can't work the business. Sometimes they get interruption with family and can't work it or don't work it, or they get sidetracked with things. And it's just comforting to know I don't have to pay no monthly fees. I don't have to make no investment, and I don't lose my business. Even if I take off 3 or 4 months at a time, I don't lose my business. And my business could, if I set it up right, continue to make money even though I don't do anything. So I'm going to share a little about that. And I don't know how far we're going to get into this segment, but we're going to go as far as we can. And then we're going to pick up the next segment will be on This perhaps will be our Tuesday, I believe, and then the next one is on our Saturday. Now, let's look at something here. We talked about being 10 levels. If you see this 10 levels, and if you go back to the bottom, you see that these 161 people is spread out over 4 levels. And I just want to make a quick point about this. When you see everywhere you see the number 1 in your back office, that means that that person signed up directly under your link. That's what that means. They signed up directly under your link. And that's why they're on level 1. Now, when you look at that, you'll see 66 people saw my link to my sign up sheet, and they filled out the information on it and became a business owner. Okay, that's 66. But look at how many more people I have, more than 66, because those 66 brought in 67 more, which make up my second level. And those 67 brought in 24 more on the third level. And those 24 has brought in 4 more on the fourth level. And that's what makes up the total of 161 in our downline. And excuse me. And I'll get commissions from everything that is done on all of these sites by anyone. Okay. Now, a lot of these sites, a lot of these business owners may not do anything. Well over half of them haven't done anything. But guess what? They still have their business. They don't have to make no payments to it to keep it. And the ASN company will maintain all aspects of their business until they get ready to say, let me try to work it. They don't lose it. So if 2 years from now they start working their business, I'm still going to get paid because they are always going to be coded to me. See, in my organization. So wherever they start earning, it's going to earn me an income as well. Okay, that's the beauty of this model. No money to keep it, no money to get it, and it's always free and it's always yours. Now, so let's go now, and we're going to get back out of this, make sure that I do this right. That's the home page. Let's get back out of this. 52 50 plus minutes. So I assume that it kept the feed. And that's a good thing about this new platform, because had that been the other platform, that whole broadcast would have been lost. And so that's a good feature. And that makes up one of the reasons that I'm thankful that we started with this one. Now, I want to, though, go back to sharing my screen again, and I want us to go to another page. So I'm going to go in and get the share screen button, and we're going to try to get back to, let's see, share screens. Easiest. Okay. I'm not sure I'm getting that. Let's see, make sure that I'm getting that right here. Let's just go on to the share screen, and let's go with the entire screen again. And let's click that. And now we should be coming back to you. I don't know what's happening with my throat here all of a sudden. It's just kind of like saying, okay. Now we're going to be back at the home page. So now we're back at the home page, and I want you to see we went into the members page. Now we're going to go back to the members login. And I want to pay attention to another aspect. You'll always know you're here when it says your name and it tells you that you're at the members area. Now, if you're concerned about how you get started, you can come right here and it'll tell you. It'll tell you how to get started. Now, if you already have the business, you should be long past this now. But it's telling you, click here to start earning immediately. So this page is filled with instructions that is designed to get you going. But if you don't visit it and you don't take time to browse over this page and then to touch on these critical points, then you're going to be lost. You know, so when you think about what should I do, check your members area first, because it will tell you what to do, such as it says right here. Click here to get started earning immediately. Okay. Now, I'm going to spend some time right here real quickly, because this is important for us to know, and I'll come back to the other side later. It tells you, this page explains everything about ASN and many ways to earn for free. Complete just a few steps. Do that, and within 10 to 20 minutes tops, you are guaranteed to accomplish the following. What will happen if you do what ASN just told you to do? That's what we're focusing on. You will have earned at least 3 of the first profit sharing bonuses. You will earn at least 3 of them. Now, when you think about that, don't think that that's hundreds and hundreds of dollars. That's not. It all depends on what's in the profit sharing pool. But it could be hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars. So you got to just understand the spectrum in which it can go from. Okay, now the next thing is tell you within 24 hours, you will see the beginning of a growing international business organization. Remember, you're going to build your organization by simply sharing your website on social media websites. Next thing, you will have earned $20 just for getting a credit card with no credit check. You will have set the stage to start earning weekly commissions of $300, $500, $1,500 or more, okay, for the per service with our many financial services the public wants and needs, and it won't cost you a dime. That's if you just took this 10 to 20 minutes here. See, that's why I try to encourage everyone, get into your business, read the instructions that ASN is giving you, and take the time to do that. That makes it easier for you, and that makes it easier for people like me to help you. But if you don't do the very simple things that they instruct you to do, that stands to reason why you're stumbling over the other things, because you never got the simple things that they instruct you to do. You never got them done. And when you go to do the other things, those other things was built off of those simple things, okay? Now, it says, and each step requires little more than pushing a few buttons and is absolutely free. It doesn't cost you nothing. They said, take 20 minutes and do it. Don't cost you nothing, okay? See new 11-part training series. They got a training series right here. You can click there and you get a chance to see what that's all about. The ASN philosophy is simple. We want to share your success, not your wallet. There's a lot of value in your members page. So I'm not going to go through all of it. Because this is training. This is to tell you what you need to do, and then trust that you will go do it. You see, if you don't do what you are being instructed to do, there's no way that someone is going to be able to help you. And this program, as good as it is, will not do you any good either. So now we talked about your homepage, ASN homepage. This tells you how to do that, how to make ASN your homepage. It's simple, takes 5 minutes and it's done. Okay. And this middle column is just got a number of things, $100 to $500 in about an hour for free. It's going to tell you how to do that. If you click right here, it's going to take you to the page where you complete that. And they tell you you can do that in such a short period of time. By utilizing this system, you can start earning right now for free. So ASN is saying, we got the system. And if you utilize it, you can start earning right now. What should I do? Follow the instructions on this link, and you will have earned your first profit sharing bonuses within 10 minutes. Plus, you immediately qualify for your choice of exciting gifts ranging from vacations, discount meds, to MP4 players, and more. See, all by coming to your members area, you can learn so much about your business so that you know what you're doing and you know the parts that you need to be consistent at doing. Now, the next thing here is the exponential earning by sharing. By sharing, you let others earn for free. And the more they earn, the more you earn. By sharing more, you help more people earn for free. And the more people who earn because you shared, the more money you make. Okay, so the thing is, we talked about the first pillar being use ASN for your personal products and services. If you do that, you automatically make money. The second is to share ASN with others. And you do that simply by pushing some buttons and posting it right there on your social media sites, all over all those sites that reaches people around the world. Because ASN is a global business. Somebody can be right here in America, but you might be in one of the nations in Africa, see, and they can still shop from your store, even though you are in Africa and they are here in America. Okay, so that's why sharing the way that they have built it into your business makes it so easy. Now, I want to say this, and I want to say it very, very clearly. ASN does not require a lot of time. ASN says give us a few minutes a day, like 15, 20 minutes, and you've done more than enough. Doesn't require a lot of time. So I want you to keep that in mind. Now, I'm not going to try to go through all of this. I just wanted to point you to this page so that you can see the what to do page is very important. This will guide you through the 10 steps that you need to set up in your business. You need to do this. You need to set up these 10 steps, because these are the steps that is going to be operational all through your business, even behind the scene. And so you want to do that. And they don't just leave you to set them up on your own. They will walk you through each of them. And it's nothing that you cannot do. Okay. So we talked about using it for yourself and then sharing your links with others. Those are the first two pillars of the success formula. If you do those two things, you're making money. You're going to make money. You're not just going to, it's impossible to do those two things and don't make money. That's why ASN said we guarantee it, because it is impossible. I can't shop at my own Walmart, my own Amazon, my own Best Buy, my own Costco, my own Sam's Club, my own Macy's. I can't shop at my own store and not make money. That's why they can guarantee that. Now, let's look a little bit further. We got success pillars here, and you can get into that as well, because they give you so many opportunities for income, and you'll see that. Free marketing methods, they tell you, give you, you don't have to go buy any other marketing. You got it. Power of viral marketing, they got that laid out for you, just really nice. And all you're doing is copying and then you're pasting. That's all you're doing. That's why they say if you spend 15 minutes a day, you've done more than enough. Because it doesn't take but a few seconds to post something on Twitter. And you're posting it so that the world have access to it. So don't get the thinking that you're going to get overwhelmed. You don't have to be overwhelmed, because if you keep in mind that if you spend 15 minutes to 20 minutes a day, you've done more than enough. You don't have to feel guilty as if you didn't do enough. No, you've done more than enough. Just do that every day. Be consistent doing that. And it will show you some great dividends in the near future. Just be consistent. Now, we also have here earn for free services. This is very good, and this will tell you all about that. Success tips tell you all about that. ASN financial services, this is a big one here, because the financial services that ASN provides are the services that pays the highest, that is making the most income for people in the business. So you want to definitely be sharing these services throughout your social media world. That's all you're doing. They've even written out the ad. All you do is copy it and then drop it in Twitter, drop it in Facebook, drop it in LinkedIn, drop it in Telegram. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. Legal, financial, they got all these services that people use and need. Taxes, this is tax season. Bankruptcies, got that. Got all kinds of different things that people are in need of. It's not just something that going to sit on the shelf and nobody use it, but these services are professional services that people need every day, all over the world. And you have the ability to offer them from your website without you ever having to deal with any aspect of the service to provide the products and services or any of the customer service follow-up. You don't have to deal with none of it, but you get paid for it all. Then we have the marketing thing here. They give you a whole marketing education. You can learn so much because you don't have to spend a lot of time trying to figure out what to do. And you don't have to spend a lot of time doing what it is you need to do. 15, 20 minutes a day is all you need. Do that and get up and walk away from it. Okay. So you see this all here. Then you got your overview and your support page right here. Now I could switch gears and go into another segment, and let me just go back for a moment and check and see what the time is running in this particular segment. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of there, and I'm going to come back to our page by stopping the share. And in doing so, once that stops sharing, we should be coming back to the original page. And now here, we want to go into another aspect just shortly here. I want you to see what is about to be one of the biggest aspects of your business. And I know that there is a degree of impatience with people. You know, I've been training people since I was a 20-year-old kid. And when I was 24, I was heading up all of the Denny's restaurants in the state of Florida. And I had the responsibility of hiring and training management staff for all of those stores. And just so I kind of know people. I've been in the people business ever since I was a kid. And I know that there's some people that is in this business in my own downline that is impatient. Some have even written it off. Some have decided it's just not for me. And they have to say it's not for them in many ways to justify writing it off. But the fact is that this business is totally free. And the facts are that this business gives you financial value the very first day. The business gives you financial value the very first day when you don't put no money in it. So the thing that is discouraging to people is saying, well, I just can't wait 3 months. Well, you're not going to make any money if you quit. And you're not spending any money because you have it. So it's just not the right, it's not their best choices of wisdom, because it is absolutely a non-issue. You get amazing value from day one. You're building a foundation for income to last for generations, and you are getting things for absolutely free, and you have no bills to pay regarding your business. So listen to me. Be patient. Take your time. Ask yourself, where were you last year, this time? Where were you the year before that, this time? Where were you 3 years ago, 5 years ago? Where were you at that time? And ask yourself, do you want to be there again? Or do you want the financial landscape of your life to change? No one is going to give you a magic wand. But if you want it to change, ASN is giving you the closest thing to that. Because usually you got to put out some money. Usually you got to have an investment. Usually you got to work night and day. Usually, see, because I done it, so I can talk about it. And I've watched others do it. Usually you got to be paying these monthly subscriptions just to keep it, whether you do anything with it or not, usually. But ASN has said, no, we're not going to let you pay no monthly subscriptions. We're not going to have you make no investment. We're not going to do any of those things because we want you to succeed. And we're going to give you everything you need to succeed. But you've got to be disciplined enough to be consistently engaged. And when I think about the lack of people that attend these free training sessions, they're not paying me a dime to train, I know that they're not serious. No matter what they tell me, just point blank. That's just a fact. So let's look at something. There's a component of your business that's going to explode it. Now, I'm going to go to it because I just can't wait to get into this. Now just think about it for a moment. I got 161 people in my downline. I haven't even done anything with this division that I'm about to show you. Not anything. I started September 1st. We're in January. So I've been here September, October, November, December, 4 months. And I haven't been able to do one thing with this division that I'm about to show us, but I want us to see it because I'm going to make a real big deal about this division in the coming months. Okay, so let's go back to, let's see, am I sharing my screen? That's what I need to make sure of. I don't see it here. I don't see where I'm sharing my screen. So I'm going to click on share my screen again. And I want you to I want us to go to this just for a little bit. We're not going to cover this today. I'm going to do an overview today and on Friday. Is it Friday? No, it's Saturday. On Saturday's training, I'm going to do this exercise. So let's look at share the screen. And we're going to just go to the one right there. And now we're going to go to the whole entire screen. Click there, share it. All right. So now we're going to go back to our home page. And going back to the home page, I want to also, I did not cover this area right here, but you can get familiar with this. You know, we're not going to be able to cover everything on every page. That's not the intent. The intent is to give you some key points on it and hope that you will be engaging enough to check out what's on your business. You know, we're not going to try to do all of it because that would be way overboard, time consuming. But this is a key page section right here. But I want to pay attention to this line, this white line of tabs. If you see me moving across it, each tab has a drop-down menu. And this is the directory that will get you anywhere on your ASN business site. Okay. So you can see that you should get very familiar with this. This is where you need to find. You can find anything you want if you just get familiar with these tabs, know where they are. When I say get familiar with them, I'm not talking about trying to memorize everything that's on them. I simply mean remember where they are located on your site, because that'll cut out a lot of anxieties of you trying to find something and you can't find it. You know, sometimes I will be looking for something and I'll spend 10 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes looking for it. Can't find it now. I know I can't find it. So all I have to do is really come back to the home page and click on the tabs and it'll show me where it's at. So don't frustrate yourself when you don't remember where something is. Just simply come here and you'll find it. Now, the page I'm looking for now is a page that will show us under income streams. As you see the drop down menu, I'm going to go all the way down to where it says, let's see, utilities. And once I get to utilities, I'm going to click this link and it's going to bring me here. Now, I want us to look at this, and this is so powerful. This is a global utility services. This is your page. This is your business. And this gives you the ability to provide utility services for people that's all over the world. Let's look at the countries here. We have the United States, we have Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, Korea, New Zealand, Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic. Then we have Switzerland, Sweden, Spain, Poland, Hungary, Germany, France, Finland, Denmark, Ireland, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, and Portugal. All of these countries, and they are adding more. All of these countries, you have the ability for someone in New Zealand to buy a house and get their gas and electric and their cable service, their internet service, and their phone services from you. That's your business. Do you not think it took something to put that kind of a system, this kind of a system together? It took something to do this. Now, you have the ability, somebody that lives in France, they could open a business and get their gas, electric, cable TV, internet services, and cell phone services from you. You could be in Africa, you can be in Asia, you can be in the US or Canada, and they still get their services from you. And you don't have to talk to them. You don't have to do none of the follow-up. You don't have to handle none of the administration. You don't have to even see them, know who they are. They never have to talk to you, but you get a paycheck. This is a gigantic of a slice of ASN. It's not even the whole or the half or the quarter of ASN, but it is a huge deal, because once you get involved with this, it might even captivate all of your attention. And I'm going to tell you several reasons why. See, I haven't even got into it yet. And again, there are some other things on my business that I have not even touched yet. And I'm on my website business quite a lot. So you've got an amazing business. So now let's look at this. You got to, now, first of all, I want you to see up here again. This ASN is a global utility service. That means it's worldwide. And they are also because they are partnered with an agreement with ACN. And ACN is the world's largest direct seller of monthly utility related services that almost everyone uses every day, every month, every year. They use phones, DSL, disk, gas, electricity, and more. These now can pay you. You now earn month after month on your cell phone, your utilities, your internet connections, your satellite TV, and so on. And all you got to do is switch carriers, companies, pay less, and you earn more. Now, just think about this for a moment. These are all of these countries that you and I get to provide these services while we ourselves don't have to do none of the work. You see, when I post something on social media, people in France can see it. People in New Zealand sees it. People in Nigeria sees it. See, quite frankly, in my organization, there's people in Nigeria, in my organization, people from from Liberia, people from Uganda, people that's in South Africa, Tanzania. These are nations that is so far, thousands of miles from where I'm located, but the internet brings us all together. And you have the opportunity now with your own utility company to literally make hundreds and thousands of dollars. Because when someone goes in and pay that utility bill now, you're going to get a paycheck. You're going to get commission from it. When you pay your own phone bill, you're going to get a paycheck too for that. You're going to earn bonuses and you're going to earn commission pay from just paying your phone bill. Now, you don't get that now. Plus, you're going to get a free gift. You know, so this is huge. You could switch your own electric bill. And because you do so, you get a paycheck when you do. You can switch your cable TV. You can switch your cell phone service. I'm going to be doing that, Lord's willing, in the next training session if I can get that set up in time. Now, let's just understand they are letting you know on this page. You can go to this page, check out this, your global utility services. Get familiar with it. You know, just read through it and click on some of the links so that you'll get a little knowledge about how it works, so that when you come to the training and we're going over it, you have a little knowledge about, already how it works. Okay. And one of the things I like about this model is that every page you go to, for whatever reason you go to that page, you're going to always see what you're looking for, and you're going to see more. For instance, when you come to this page, you looking for the global utility service, we see it. The link brought us right to it. But in addition to that, we see auto loans over here. This whole column is other services. We got auto loans. We got no credit personal loans, Walmart. Now, I wanted to tell you this because in addition to this global utility service, we have been made partners with these stores and companies all over the world. And we didn't have to pay a dime to do it. Now, when I shop at Walmart, I shop at my own Walmart. Shop at Amazon, I shop at my own Amazon. Gonna shop at electronics, I'm gonna buy from my own store. I'm gonna shop from my own Best Buy, from my own Macy's, from my own Office Depot, and because we're partners in every sense of we're partners, and it didn't cost us any money, and we don't have to pay no franchise fees to maintain that partnership. But everything they do now through our link, we get paid for it. See, so I want you to really dig in here and try to get your mind wrapped around how big the business of ASN is. And remember, if you stay the course, one day you'll look back at it and you'll thank God that you did, because you're going to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in your organization, and you're going to be making hundreds and thousands of dollars, and you're not going to be concerned about working on somebody else's job. Okay. You got to set those kind of goals for yourself, and you got to realize that it's not going to be just a walk in the park, but it can be even better than a walk in the park, because what else can you say? I'm not spending any money. I'm getting a boatload of free stuff from day one without buying anything. And I can make money just giving away stuff. And the potential for me to earn is whatever I want to earn. And I don't have to work all day and all night. See, I can get a vacation. I can get 12 vacations a year. 12. I can get them free. Just think what that would cost you. So I want you to really grasp the gist of what we've just covered. We're not going to go any further. We're going to wrap this training session up, and we're going to be back on Saturday. These are our official training sessions. Now, if you have any questions after a training related to the ASN business, send them to me by messenger, and I'm going to be answering them directly back. I will not, if you send me a question about your ASN business, I will answer it back to you. And so we can stop sharing this right now, because we're going to end this. We've been here enough this morning, and we're going to end this part of it. Now, I have a phone here that we got set up here, and I'm going to be switching my phone over in this week. I'm going to switch my phone over, because now when I make my phone bill payment, I'm going to get at least 2 or 3 points, and I'm going to make at least a couple of the bonus the profit sharing bonuses just for paying my phone bill. See, so I'm not going to continue to do it. And this will be the first thing that I've done with this global utility services. But if you've got internet connection, put it on there. You got electricity, check and see, can you put it on there? Because all of that just make you money. The thing that I want you to see is you've got something to offer people. All they got to do is know about it. You've got something that you can offer people. And all they need to do is know about it. But see, you can't be that person that is just impatient. You can't think that, okay, I didn't get any money, so it's not working, or it's not what I thought. I know that that's the mindset that a lot of people have. But I want to tell you something. You know, you've heard the old ancient expression, Rome was not built in a day. And they had to fork over a lot of money to be a Rome. I didn't have to fork over no money. I've gotten over 10 different vacations. I've gotten a Bluetooth speaker there. I've got 2 more will be here this week. I've got a digital tablet. I've got gas vouchers and food vouchers. And I'm building an organization that's paying me money. And I've got my first paycheck. So I'm trying to tell you something that you've got. You see, you know, when I talk to people, I'm saying to them, look, you've got to make a decision. And that decision is got to be long term. What do you want your life to be like, or what position you want to be in a year from now? You want to be looking back at a year from now saying, I wish I'd have done that. I wish I'd have stayed with that. I wish I'd have just followed the instructions. I wish I'd have just, because it wasn't costing me nothing. I know people that have started a business where they had to pay for all of the operations, had to maintain it, had to have monthly fees, startup costs, and they just couldn't afford it. And God forbid something happened and they couldn't work to pay for it. ASN said, don't worry. If you sit idle for 6 months and do absolutely nothing, ASN said, we'll keep on paying the bills for you. Because we're going to keep your account on our service, and we're going to keep paying the fees for that. And we're going to keep it being upgraded with all the products, all the new services, all the things that every other full operating site is doing or receiving. Your site's going to receive that too. So if a year later you decide that I'm going to pick it up and do something with it, you'll have everything that everyone else have. And you will have not paid one dime to keep it. So when I talk to people, I'm telling them straight up, strap on your boots for the long haul. Take advantage of the benefits of it today and put your head down and just be consistent at what we're telling you to do. Because this program and this products and services don't know who you are. And they don't know who I am. They don't look at it and say, well, that's Bishop Jones, so we're gonna work for him. And look at the next person and say, that's so-and-so, and we're not going to work for them. No, this program works for everybody that does what it says. And I'm thoroughly convinced it works for everybody that does what it says. So it may take you a little while, but that's okay. You know, if it was costing you money every month, I wouldn't be able to say that. If you had to pay that fee every month, I wouldn't be able to say that's okay, because you're losing money. But I can say that's okay here because I'm not losing any money. Just like I said, the last 3 weeks I've been kind of a little bit slow, sick a couple of weeks, and just working at other obligations and other things that took my attention. And thank God, though, my business didn't stop. It's still making money. Thank God that I don't have to worry about being behind in my monthly fees, because there are none. See, so I'm trying to say to all those that would be critics, I'm saying to you, you have absolutely nothing to be critical of. Absolutely nothing. Not even one iota. Because I've never seen a company that gives so much and requires so little of you. I just don't know if I could do that. But thank God they did. Because it is the operations of how they structured the ASN model that affords people to stay in it. It affords you the ability to stay in it, because life is going to happen and you're going to get some interruptions. I know life is going to happen, but thank God you don't lose your business. And thank God you can set it up where you can maintain your business. Now, one of the ways I'm going to say this and try to close completely. If you are willing to spend $5 to $15 a month on your business, if you're willing to do that, you can set your business up where every month you will be already qualified to earn profit sharing. If you're willing to spend at least $5, the packages goes from $5 to $50. But if you're willing to spend at least $5, $15, you can be already qualified to earn either one profit sharing bonus pay, or 2 or 3 or all 7. Okay, so there is ways that is built in that if you just set it up that way, and you can do that. It's amazing that I took the advantage of a couple of the packages. And on my Jerome Jones site, the one that we've been training on, I have a hosting package there that gives me, I think, 12 points every month. So already I've earned, I'm qualified for 4 to 6 bonuses already, perhaps. And then I have my Jerome Jones Ministries Foundation.com site. I got the full $50 package that gives me 35 points every month. And I love that. I love the points, yes, because I'm already, so if I don't do anything, I'm still going to make an income. But those packages start as little as $5 a month. See, they start as $5. But here's the thing about it. The 2 that I have gives me the ability to actually build websites and or host websites. Now, everybody's got a website need hosting service. So I could just actually start my own hosting company, hosting site, set my own price, and keep all of the money. All because I got this little package. Plus, I'm getting 35 points. That's making me more money just there. But this is my own separate hosting company that I don't have to do all the work. They will do the work. They'll give me all the training in building the sites for me. And if I want to hire them to build them, they'll build them for me and put them out there. And then people, I can get the order and hire them to build them. There's all kinds. So it's so many advantages to this. And on my $50 package, I get to build and I get to host unlimited sites. And you can build a website for as much as $5,000 and upward. I'm talking about building a Hotmail site, codes and whatnot. Yeah, and just think about the possibility. And I don't have to pay no monthly fees. I don't have to give away none of the profits. I set the price for what I want it to be. I set the price for the hosting. So I haven't even touched that aspect. I'm telling you that ASN is bigger than you have seen. The utility companies is just, that's a whole nother segment that's bigger than you have seen. So I want you to know that you need to just stay focused. And if you've gotten out of focus, here's my advice. Here's my advice. I preached a message one time called hit the reset button. Then after you do that, refocus. See, and after refocus on the things that is necessary, recommit. Those three things. You want to hit that reset button, you want to refocus, and then you want to recommit and say, this is going to be the year. 2024 is going to be the year. I'm not going to be where I was in 2023 when we get to 2025. See, you've got to be committed. And you're going to start with little incremental progress. Incremental progress. A baby start making steps. After a while, that baby start walking faster. After a while, that baby can run. See, you got to make those incremental steps so that you'll be able to run. You're not going to be able to do it if you don't. This is the closest thing you're going to get to a magic wand. That's free. Never cost you. And so I hope that you will allow yourself to be successful. Now, if you want to know more about how to set your business up on that autopilot with a hosting service, message me through Messenger. I will respond. I can't tell you I'm going to respond immediately, but I will respond. I do check all of my messages, and I do respond to those that's relative to business that we're in together, as well as those that is relative to ministry. I don't respond to all messages because some of them are not relative to either ministry or business. Okay, but those that are, I'm going to do my best to respond to them promptly. So we trust that this has helped you somewhat. Now, this is a platform. Next time we do this, it's going to be on a Saturday. And I'm going to do something in between now and Saturday. So if you want to catch us, and you say, well, Bishop, I'd like to be on that next one because I don't know whether I'm going to be able to wait all the way to next Saturday before I get started with the utility service division, because I'm excited about changing my phone from paying Boost Mobile to a company that is going to pay me. I'm sick of paying my money out to other companies when I've got the ability to pay that money to my own company. And I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do the best I can to get this transferred this as soon as possible. So if you want to see that operation and you want to be a part of just using that as a training, then you can just message me and say, let me know when you're online. That's all you need to do is tell me. So when you come online, let me know. I'll shoot you a link to let you know. And I believe now, don't hold me to this, but I'm kind of believing. Well, I probably shouldn't. I should check it out first, but I will check it. And I'm hoping that the same link that I sent out today will be the link that we just can use all the time. That's what I'm hoping, because that makes it so much easier. However, just know this: there are each time I'm doing webinars, there are 2 links that I will have. If you are one that have the business of ASN already, you can request the link to join the platform with me. If you don't have the business already, then you get the link that just enables you to view this webinar, and it also enables you to just you can put in your comments in the comment section. Okay, let's see. It says, I realize that with this platform, I can only text. Yes, no, when for you will be able to come in and you will be able to talk just like I'm talking now. When there's something you want to say, just like we was able to do in Zoom, you'll be able to do that here. I just didn't send you all the link this time. Okay. So that's what I'm announcing now. I'm going to turn that feature on in the next broadcast. But the only people that will get that link are the people that already have the ASN business. Everyone that don't have the ASN business will watch it just like you did today. Okay, and they'll have to text whatever questions they have. They have to put them in the chat section, and they'll show up here just like yours just showed up there. Theirs will show up here, and then we'll address those that are relevant. But you that have the business, you'll be sitting right here where I'll be, you'll be sitting right next to my seat, and I'll be watching you. And when you want to ask a question, you'll be able to ask that question. I'll be able to bring you on the screen. You'll be able to ask that question. You'll be able to do just like we was doing in the Zoom in that regard. And that's the purpose of having this with the 2 links. One link is for viewing only, and the other link is for viewing and participating in the live discussion. Okay, so that's the link that we're going to give to those that already have the business, so that they can, be right here and could actually talk with us, ask questions here, and get a little bit more direct answers to some issues that they want to ask about. Okay. All right. I am going to wrap this up at this time. I think that we've done enough. I try to keep these under 2 hours, right at the 2-hour mark. These are training sessions, and I'm going to be coming back, guys, later on. So I'm going to do something by the spur of the moment at times. But if the Lord's willing, I'm going to be recording these now, and I'm going to be scheduling them to play again. So this same training might, and I say might because I'm not a qualified tech guy. So that means I might have to stumble a couple of times before I get that set up right. But my goal is to get it so that this live training can be re-aired maybe in the later part of the afternoon, or then maybe again in the evening. That's where it's going to be designed to go, so that people can get here. And you can also invite others to watch the training and bring others to the training. That's what needs to happen, because there's nothing like staying engaged. If you stay engaged, the dam will break for you. But if you don't stay engaged, there'll always be a roadblock from the flow, and you lose momentum. You got to stay engaged. And I'll close with this illustration. If you picture yourself pushing a car, and you're pushing up a slight, it's not a deep up climb, just a slight up climb. It don't have to be, you're pushing that car, and that car is just running along, but it's on, you're pushing it kind of like a slight tilting up. Well, once you get a crew behind that car and they're pushing it, they're making progress, and it's becoming easier to push it. But if they stop, that car starts rolling back down that incline. And then when it starts rolling back, it's hard to get behind it and stop it then and reverse it to go back up that incline. That's where your business is. Sometimes we put all this effort in it initially, but we stop. And it has a reversal effect going back. And it takes something to get it back up. It even takes something to get your motivation back up. That's why ASN said, just do a little bit every day. Just a little bit. You got 15 minutes. You got 20 minutes a day. Just give it. And then one day look back at it and say, thank God. Okay? Well, bless the name of the Lord. We love you today, and we appreciate you being a part of the family here at ASN. I hope that we've said something today that have made some parts of the ASN a little bit clearer. We're going to continue these training sessions, and you might even be surprised. I might throw something on here today. I've got some things up my sleeve that I'm going to be doing. And we're also going to be doing some things for our ASN business owners now. We're going to focus our attention. I'm going to build my group. I'm going to pull in 14 more members. My next target is to get 175 in my back office. I'm going to get those 175, and then I'm going to take the next couple of weeks or so, and I'm going to work on building out my downline with others, with putting people under others. I'm going to devote the rest of this month to that because that's what's key now. And I'm looking forward to that. So going forward is where we're going to take, if somebody comes in, I'm going to be sending them in through some of the people that already got here because we're really committed to making sure that those that want to travel this journey with us, making sure that they can do it and that we can do everything we can to help them. I'm Bishop Jerome Jones, saying to viewers here and around the world, if you go with God, I know that he will surely go with you. And until the next time, you do now by all means have yourself a Jesus-filled day. Thank you and God bless. Bye-bye.